Hello everyone, Blue Star Saber here once again to do another review, but this time not for manga, not for anime. It's for Star Wars, which to be fair should have done a long time ago since my surname on this YouTube channel is Blue Star Saber Star Wars fan, but I have not done any Star Wars content until now. May the 4th be with you, everyone. Happy Star Wars Day. So yeah, I've decided to do a review of Star Wars: The Bad Batch, since it's in many ways it's the unofficial season 8 of the Clone Wars, is what many people are probably describing it as. We follow the Bad Batch, a group of clones that were, introduced in like the previous. Let's see, the previous show.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Okay, that was weird. Sorry, I'm just some sort of Google thing. Let's see. So yeah, Bad Batch, Clone Force 99, Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and Echo. So yeah. Now, granted, it'd be a bit interesting since these guys appeared in the last season of the Clone Wars, minus Echo, who was there for the very first season. So he's a clone everyone's most familiar with the Bad Batch. So I mean, with like Domino Squad. So the Bad Batch are these new clones, but I suppose it does give us the chance to explore these characters and also get with a bunch of clones that we're familiar with post the Clone Wars. That isn't any of the more recurring ones, since Captain Rex probably won't be able to be a major player again until Rebels, though he is going to appear in the show, where you know that for sure. All that stuff, but yeah. So anyway, the Clone Wars begins with like its opener of like let's see, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but burning out to do the Bad Batch, and we get this the standard Clone Wars narration with a few scenes from Revenge of the Sith, which I thought was kind of cool actually. But yeah, and let's see, we are on the battle of let's see, I can't recall. Let's see, we are following the battle of let's see, I'm trying to recall where. Let's see, where's the planet? Let's see. No, not that one. Kanan Jarrus. Yeah. We are followed by we see Kanan Jarrus, or as he's known back then, Caleb Doom, with his master Deepa Babala, where they are fighting on the planet Kalor against the Separatist forces, and they are outgunned. However, let's see, Caleb Doom arrives with the Bad Batch as reinforcements, which puts the clone captain, Captain Gray, who I believe is commander in the comics. So there's that. Let's see, to assist, and they take out the droid armies there. Let's see. As the Bad Batch have shown their skills, they're about to be joined by Caleb Doom to continue the fighting, while informing them that, let's see, the Jedi General, let's see, Deepa Babala, that let's see, Kenobi is engaged Grievous on Utapau. Let's see, so the war could be over soon. For those who don't know, Deepa Babala, if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, is one of the background Jedi counselors from episodes 1 and 2, and in the expanded universe lore was the Padawan of Mace Windu. So that's something to be excited about. But unfortunately for her, Order 66 has been declared, and she actually gets to see Darth Sidious do the Order through the hologram, but then gets shot at as a Padawan, and the Bad Batch look on horrified as she dies, with Caleb Doom, let's see, running for his life, which you have Hunter and Crosshair chasing after. Let's see, it's Hunter not really being immune to the Order 66 chipping in the protocol, but it seems that Hunter is somewhat affected and tries to shoot down Caleb Doom. Let's see, which results in him not trusting Hunter and eventually escaping, though Hunter tries to fake to see him dying, but Crosshair knows he's lying and ends up reporting it. The Bad Batch return to Kamino to wonder what is going on, and they're learning about all the new stuff of the Empire. The Republic's becoming the Empire. Let's see, you have like a hologram of, let's see, Chancellor Palpatine declaring himself the Emperor, and the Revenge of the Sith Senate scene and all that. with with the clones befriending the mysterious Omega, mysterious girl from Camino. Which they befriend her nicely, and then particularly when they go to like having a dining scene where she defends the Bad Batch from a bunch of clones that just insult them and exert to a food fight. However, at the time, Admiral Tarkin is also there to give a report, to test and report the clones, and to inform the Canomans that they are no longer wanting to use clones as the main military force of the Galactic Empire, and they're going to eventually replace them. Much to Kaminoan's bewilderment and all that stuff. The Bad Batch gets tested, which they even get used live ammo against them, which they're not happy about. Tarkin, not entirely pro-clone and not amidst their skills, does not really like their independent thinking, gives them a test to go to Onderon to take out some separatist Ritzy insurgents, which the Bad Batch do, though they don't know the details. They arrive on though Hunter gets warned by Omega that Tarkin has it out for them. So anyway, the Bad Batch go to Onderon, where they encounter Saw Gerrera, and they learn that it's not separatists, but Republic civilians and former soldiers who are not happy with the new Empire's regime and all that stuff. So they're going to fight. The Bad Batch decides not to go after them, but they're being spied by probe droids, and Crosshair is not happy with Hunter's new way of thinking. They return to they return to Kamino to rescue Omega, who, when I believe Tech reveals that she is a special clone, just like the original 4 Bad Batch members. To rescue her, however, they're taken away by when they arrive, they are immediately arrested by the Tarkin and the shock troopers and all that stuff and put to prison. However, Crosshair is taken for examining as he's shown some loyalty because his chip is still in effect somewhat, and Tarkin wants it fully programmed towards it. The Bad Batch, with the help of Omega, escape. And during their escape, they're encountered by Crosshair, who's trying to take them down. However, the Bad Batch escape, and they're heading off to the first one of the few places where they have friends. And that's the end of the episode. Okay, what to talk about? First off, I love how they'd used the old Clone Wars introduction and this Revenge of the Sith scenes. And let's see. So it's cool seeing, and not to mention the episode started like a good old-fashioned Clone Wars episode with a Bad Batch kicking butt, as we saw from their previous appearance in the first story arc of the season 7 Clone Wars. Let's see. It is kind of tragic to see. It's always tragic to see Order 66 going out with particularly we're seeing Caleb Doom lose his master, and then trying to run for his life, and much to Hunter's pleas. Caleb Doom cannot trust him due to a Crosshair trying to kill him due to the Order 66 thing going through. I know that this is a retconning of the comic that showed Order 66, because I know that there was because Captain Gray was a commander. Now there's other clone captain, but I guess they've only decided to retcon it more like the structural commander was with the 501st with Anakin the Lieutenant General, Ahsoka the commander, and Rex the captain and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure that how this will affect all the Kanan Jarrus 12-issue comics, because they touted his life and stuff. I'm not sure if the entire thing has been retconned now, or if Dave Filoni wants to redo the young adventures of Caleb Doom. I wouldn't be surprised. Exploring his life as a Padawan in exile and all that stuff. Who knows? That might be one of the future shows we get. Wouldn't be surprised. I know Dave Filoni does seem fond of Caleb Doom. Granted, this is probably going to be one of the only few criticisms of the Bad Batch, but it's always nice to see Order 66 on thing, even though it's always sad when they do. I like how the explanation that the reason why these clones are not following Order 66 and not becoming more programmed like droids is that due to their advanced genetic thing, that they're a bit more independent. The only exception is Crosshair, who's becomes as due to it. Ends up reporting the Bad Batch for failing to do Order 66, and also some of the misgivings and that stuff to Tarkin. All that stuff, which later comes into conflict there. I do like the conversation that we get with Tarkin and the Kaminoans, who, are a bit puzzled by Palpatine's sudden change in use of, turning clones to regular troops and all that stuff. And because of given their previous support, granted, they never really questioned the Order 66 thing to begin with, but now it seems like they're starting to have second thoughts about this new empire. Well, I think even one of the I think we've seen like the two Kaminoans from like the movies, as I saw the Minister. I saw the one that greeted Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think the other Kaminoan we saw there is the one from the Med Bay from like the very first season Malevolence trilogy episodes, who I think helps Omega escape and all that stuff. And it seems that they may or may not be on the Bad Batch's side, though. If the Kaminoans follows the old Legends story, we know that if any attempt at rebellion from the Kaminoans was out in failure, just like it was in the old Battlefront 2 and all that stuff, but who knows? We'll wait and see. But it's clear that we're getting a bit of expert. We're seeing firsthand how the Empire is slowly moving away from clones into regular troops. So there's that. So yeah, it is interesting that where they talk and test some stuff. But yeah, I like how that. But yeah, I also like how for Echo's explanation, since he's not a enhanced clone, he's more like a regular clone at first, but due to the injuries and the cybernetics and all that stuff, it has damaged his original programming, and it's quite shocking to see how the programming is different, because you see how the clones cheer for the Empire, and they're a lot less independent and a lot more, just droid-like when you see how they talk with interact with others and all that stuff. And yeah, I definitely like how oh yeah, another thing is I think this is also confirmed that Shaak-Ti was killed on Kamino as that body of a Jedi that was dragged away with a dropped lightsaber. I am pretty certain that is to imply that this is Shaak-Ti, because she was the Jedi Master that was in charge and managing of Kamino. I'm curious to see if those bounty hunters are still there, but from the looks of it, not. I like that they brought back Saw Gerrera, and I think they had the original Clone Wars voice for him, which I suppose makes sense because it is during during the time around the Clone Wars. So yeah, I'd like to show that immediately as the Empire set in and the Jedi were wiped out, he immediately started taking up rebellion. I think that fits with his character and all that stuff. And giving the clones a choice of joining the rebellion stuff. This is clearly before he becomes too extreme with his methods and all that stuff, I think. But yeah. But granted, I'm pretty certain we're going to see Onderon again, given the trailers and all that stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. I kind of also like how that I believe that clone Kamino medic droid that was with Fives in the Order 66 arc was also there. It's a bit shame that I think he got deactivated or completely destroyed. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're probably not going to see him again, which is a shame. But he was kind of his fun personality and that stuff. I was hoping he would be with the Bad Batch. But yeah. Let's see. But I think the biggest highlight is that I think, I'm not sure if the trailers implied this or did not, but I didn't show enough of this, that the fact that due to Crosshair's loyal programming for the Empire kicking in, he comes into conflicts with Hunter, who is a lot more independent and doesn't really follow orders and all that stuff. Questions Hunter's decisions ever since sparing, Caleb Doom, not attacking the rebel, Saw Gerrera's insurgents on Onderon, and their plan to try and rescue Omega. All that stuff. With Tarkin noticing this loyalty has intensified the chip's program to make him fully loyal to the Empire, and is now in pursuit and tries to come and hunt down his former teammates, which I think we now have. Which I think confirms our antagonist, at least for this first season of The Bad Batch, which is going to be 16 episodes for season 1, in which Crosshair is going to hunt the Bad Batch down, all that stuff. He even shot one. Let's see, I believe Wrecker. Wrecker is probably going to be my favorite just because of his "I want to blow stuff up" personality. I think probably for many people they probably like Hunter or Echo because they're the ones we're most familiar with. But yeah, he is clearly going to be our antagonist for this first season. Whether or not he rejoins the Bad Batch, whether they deprogram his chip thing, or he just stays loyal to the Empire, or even dies, we do not know. But yeah, so that is definitely the highlight. Other than that, I think the Omega being a gritty gender swap clone, which I think many fans theorized, turns out to be the case. So yeah, I'm not sure what her enchantments are other than just cloning. Though I'm wondering if she has some sort of like maybe force sensitivity. I don't know. I gotta check out what some people are theorizing, or what her like sensing abilities are. Might be. I'm not sure. But she's pretty good with the blaster when she shot off Crosshairs out. So there's that. Overall, I think I'll give this episode a 9 out of 10. Beautiful animation. Let's see. It's pretty much a TV movie pilot thing. Granted, let's see, nearly every Star Wars animated show that started have been some sort of like movie or sort of TV pilot special and all that stuff. So ever since the Clone Wars, and yeah, I'm liking it. Let's see. And I guess it goes to show that if Lucasfilm wants to, they could probably do animated Star Wars movies again, though whether or not they were, which I believe they're doing with like the R2 and 3PO droids tale thing. So, yeah. So there's that. Overall, yeah. See, I also like the animation. It's beautiful. I like the conflict between, the Bad Batch questioning, the new Empire with one of the members, also questioning Crosshair's, Hunter's loyalty with Crosshair. Eventually siding with the Empire, though also being a bit programmed to, I guess. Though whether or not he can be saved or not, I have no idea. I mean, Star Wars is known for redemption stories, but who knows? Crosshair might be too far gone. Who knows? It depends if they do what. It depends what the Bad Batch do when they talk to Rex, which will probably reveal the chip modification thing and how it was removed for him. So they might try to do the same with Crosshair. But yeah, we definitely got our antagonist for the series. The only thing that I'm going to question is, while it doesn't really affect me personally, but I think the retconning of like the Karen Jarvis comic is a bit unfortunate. Granted, this probably won't help Dave Ferrero on his reputation amongst Legends fans who feel like he was the bigger. When the Clone Wars retconned quite a fair number of stories from like the old Star Wars expanded universe, but I think as Star Wars fans would probably or well know is that the movies and TV shows will always take priority over like the comics, books, and maybe games. I mean, granted, games are probably going to be also a big thing for Star Wars as well, especially with Jedi Fallen Order. It's also one of the other visual storytelling things, but it's not a minor change, though. Granted, I do feel this means that they're going to need to do some explanations of like what happened to Caleb Doom during like or Kanan Jarrus during his like post Order 66 young days at least. So who knows if we get a Kanan Jarrus animated spin-off series, I'd be up for it, but who knows. But overall, it's a good episode. I definitely, if you're a Clone Wars fan, I definitely recommend watching it if you want a continuation of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. It may not be the unfinished episodes, but for the meantime, we're still getting that Clone Wars vibe, though perhaps it may be in a more grittier era. And who knows if this can happen? If we keep this up, we might eventually get at the very least, we might get those unfinished episodes of the Clone Wars with the Bad Batch go to Kashyyyk with Yoda and all that stuff. Maybe as a flashback kind of thing. I don't know, but hopefully we'll find out soon. And I'm Blue Star Saber. May the 4th be with you. And we're done.